Hello, hello. Usually I'm not one to try those Japan convenience store hacks, but I don't know. I figured why not. This is the Chocola BB Sparkling Grapefruit and Peach flavored vitamin drink. Oh god, Jesus. Pour that in here. 1 day's worth of vitamins pack. Luckily, I do have a straw. Oh, sour but sweet. So, last summer I went on a solo trip to the art island of Japan, Naoshima, and the thing is I vlogged a bunch of it, but I never ended up editing the video and posting it onto YouTube, and so I figured, why not now? It's a whole year after I went on this solo trip, but yeah, so today I just wanted to go over what I did during that trip. I went by myself. I went for 2 days. So this was during August of last year. I left from Kyoto to Naoshima. I took a bus, a train, and a ferry to get there. However, I don't think it took too long, if I remember correctly. I do believe you can take a Shinkansen if that's what you're into, but just, you know, save money. I figured I'd go the scenic route. I believe it was to Okayama. I took the bus and the train, and then from there I took a ferry to the island of Naoshima. Day 1, I got to the port of Naoshima and I dropped off my suitcase in a coin locker. And then so right next to the port on Naoshima Island, you can check out the red pumpkin. So I went to do that first. We've arrived at Naoshima! Woo! It is so freaking hot. I'm about to see the big red pumpkin. I'm like actually right in front of it. Can you guys see? There it is. I hope there's no one inside. It's kind of embarrassing if they can hear me talking to myself. But it says, please do not climb on the artwork. If you scratch or damage it, reparation will be sought. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna put you guys down. There it is. Let's take pictures. I'm gonna take you inside, Yana. I'm lucky that there's no one here. Here we are. Here's the view to the outside. Oh, the ferry's leaving. This is the one that I took to get here, actually. Bye-bye. Okay, let's go. 30 minutes to the next museum. So my first stop, my first art museum that I decided to go to on this trip was the Li Yufan Museum. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but this was the closest one that I could go to, I believe. I say close, but it was still a 30-minute walk. Fun fact, on Naoshima combined with Teshima, which is I would say in the same category of like art island. Those two islands combined, they only have one taxi driver operating a taxi around those two islands. So yeah, you're probably not gonna have much luck getting a taxi. I tried, but I could not. I just ended up walking the entire trip. Ooh, except for the last day when I was leaving, the Airbnb hosts were so incredibly kind that they offered to drive me from the Airbnb to the port, which is amazing of them. For some reason, if I were to like walk from the Airbnb to the port, it would have taken me like a good 20 to 30 minutes, but the drive was like 7, which is insane. I don't know how that's like physically possible, but that's just the reality, I guess. So the Li Yufan Museum is known for the large arch sculpture. I think that is probably the most famous one, but there are a bunch of smaller sculptures around it as well, and the museum itself, obviously. The large arch is outside. In hindsight, I do wish I did a little bit more research on the artwork that I went to go see, but I also think it was kind of valuable to have seen those without any prior knowledge, so that I could have like a very fresh perspective going into it. Inside the museum itself, there are a lot of paintings and just artwork that you would typically see in a museum. I wonder if it was like permanent works or a temporary exhibition. I'm actually not sure. But yeah. After that, I went to the Chichu Art Museum. I believe this is probably the most famous museum on the island. They're known for Monet's works, like a few of Monet's paintings displayed. Unfortunately, I was not allowed to take videos or pictures of those when I was there, so I can't really show you in this video, but I mean, if you're familiar with Monet's work, you can kind of understand or visualize what those works were like. Personally, I'm studying pottery right now, but I was also contemplating majoring in painting before that, so I really enjoy just looking at works by Monet or Van Gogh as well. Personally, I really like brushstrokey oil paintings, and so those are very my vibe, I guess. Yeah, and I ended up buying a bookmark from the Chichu Art Museum actually, and some cute sugar cubes. I've used all those sugar cubes up. I wish I could show you that, but some of them were colored pink and blue, just like pastel pink and blue colors, like the colors that Monet would use in his paintings. And then some of the sugar cubes actually had like, I have to assume like a meringue piping of like flowers on them, and it was just so cute. That's like a souvenir that I feel like I would get again if I were to revisit that museum. But yeah, and so I really enjoyed that, and as I just said, I would love to go again. I think I took quite a lot of time at those two museums. They had a lot of different like exhibitions or like parts to the museum, and I believe it's designed by Tadao Ando, and so brutalist architecture, kind of maze-like in a 3D kind of way. I don't know if you really understand by my explanation, but it was just so cool. By the time that I was done looking around at the Chichu Art Museum, it was almost time for sunset, so I figured I'd go to my last stop for day 1, which was the Benesse house. This was super fun. I think it was unfortunately around this time that my camera died, so I don't have much vlog footage to show you guys, but it was just so incredibly cool. But the Benesse house, I think similar to the Chichu Art Museum, has a lot of different varieties of artworks, and they also do have a like eat-in space restaurant, I believe. I personally didn't go there, but it was just really cool, and it almost had like a beach house type of vibe on the outside, and I was able to see the sunset there as well, which was, I don't know, just such a vibe. After that, I figured I'd walk back to the port, get my suitcase, and then I'd walk up to my Airbnb that I was staying in for the night, and then it was on to day 2. So day 1, as you just saw in the clips that I showed you, was very sunny, and it was very much like summer vibes. Day 2 was actually the complete opposite because it was raining, which I feel like usually is kind of a bummer for me, but I enjoyed it this time because my goal for today was to go to Valley Gallery. Good morning! This is day 2 of Naoshima. I woke up, I checked out the lovely lady that was running the place delivered me by car to the port. By car it's only 7 minutes, but if she didn't do that I would have had to walk another 45 minutes all the way here, so very, very grateful. She was so nice too. She was asking me like where I was from, and she complimented my skin. She said I had good skin. But yeah, she was so nice. Today's plan is to go to Valley Gallery. We're gonna head there, back up the mountain like yesterday, and we're gonna check it out. Let's go. There's a really cool, I don't know if it's like a port or what, but there's like a helicopter pad here. This is it right here. Let me see it. It's right there. This all feels really tropical. Like, almost like it's not even Japan. Designed by Tadao Ando, and the incredible installation by Yayoi Kusama. Just if you see what this installation is like, I just think the rain added so much to the vibe of this exhibition. This is like so like majestic. And I'm really glad that I'm like the only one here right now too. I actually think it's perfect that it's raining today. I'm so happy. I just had so much fun. And I don't know if I was lucky or this is just how it always is, but there really wasn't anybody around. So I could really just, you know, walk around and enjoy the entire thing by myself. If you're gonna go to Naoshima and you're trying to plan out your itinerary and the order of which museums to go, I really do recommend the order that I went with, because if you're gonna go to the Benesse House and Valley Gallery, you should go to the Benesse House first, and that's because if you buy tickets to the Benesse House, you actually get free entry to Valley Gallery. And I actually didn't know this, so I was super lucky that I ended up going to the Benesse House first. After Valley Gallery, I ended up just walking around to different smaller parts of the island. This was actually on the way to the Hiroshi Sugimoto Gallery, Time Corridors. Hiroshi Sugimoto is a photographer and artist. This Time Corridor gallery really showcases a lot of his art in a super cool way. Okay, I'm about to enter Hiroshi Sugimoto's gallery here. Hopefully I can film, but we'll see. I think a lot of people who don't even know about Naoshima, they have seen this picture of the tatami room, like tea house, in like the glass box. This is just a super famous artwork. I feel like, I don't know if you can really call it an artwork, even like a installation, I suppose you can call it. The platform that leads up to it is actually glass, if you look closely. Something that I personally wish I could have gone to was, I always see the picture of the glass stairs that I believe is also by Hiroshi Sugimoto. I'm not actually sure where that was on the island. There were so many things that I wish I could have gone to that I couldn't go to because, you know, the limited time. I only had 2 days, 1 night. Something cool about the Time Corridors gallery is that they have a little cafe space. I'm not sure exactly how big their menu is, but I got a matcha set with a little wagashi. It was super cute. I think the outside coating was like a coconut shaving type of thing, and then it was like a pink mochi and then yuzu flavored bean paste inside. I remember it tasted pretty good. There was actually so much of this trip that I ended up either not being able to film, or that I just somehow lost the footage of because this trip was over a year ago already, which is so unfortunate. I really wish that I could have just saved everything until I could have made this video, but it is what it is. You know what, actually the Time Corridors gallery, the exit of it, I believe, like if you exit from the cafe space, if you just like walk a little bit towards the ocean, is connected to the Kusama Yayoi yellow pumpkin. This one, you see? So you can just go see that. That was actually the one attraction where I thought there was like a lot of people there. Everywhere else I feel like it wasn't too crowded, and there are also a lot of other fun sculptures around that too, so it isn't just the pumpkin. There were a bunch of people taking pictures there, so I went around and looked at the other sculptures instead. The deck of the ferry, and I realized that if I were to go to Teshima right now, I would probably get to the museum right as they're closing, so I'm gonna go home. Yeah, hopefully I'll have another chance to come back in the future to go to Teshima, but I don't think it's possible this time. But anyway, yeah, now I'm gonna go back down and wait for the ferry to go back to the main island, and then I'll go home. This was a really, really nice 2 days though. I really enjoyed myself. It was really peaceful, and I would love to come back and spend more time here, maybe with some friends next time. Being here by myself is fun, but it's really fun. I like walking, and I don't know. I think a lot of my friends are not very fond of walking, but next time I hope that I will use the knowledge that I gained this time to plan ahead, and then I can bring some friends along with me. To finish off this video, I wanted to go over some locations on Naoshima and Teshima that I wanted to go to, but I couldn't. The overall, just general reason why I couldn't go to these places is because they were either too far, and so I didn't have time. Well, actually, that's it. I just didn't have time. The first one is Shimakoya, or Shima. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but yeah, I just found this on Google Maps. You know, the island's really small, so you don't really have to do much searching to find places, but yeah, it looks like a pretty retro cafe, and I'm seeing this picture where it looks like they have tents and stuff. I believe this might be like an Airbnb type of situation where it's a cafe but they also let you stay over. But yeah, it was just looked really nice, and I wish I could have gone. The next one is Naoshima Coffee. Naoshima Coffee. Just a coffee shop, but the cakes look really nice. And I believe it has a view of the ocean as well. I would have enjoyed that. Okay, the next one is Naoshima Gelato. This, I think, is like, I saw a bunch of reels and like TikToks about this place. It looks super cute, and their like logo on the cup is like minimal and cute as well. They have matcha milk, oh, rum raisin, lemon sherbet, fresh milk, hojicha milk, plum sherbet, oh, and pineapple sherbet. So yeah, very like islandy flavors, I suppose. On Teshima, gotta go to Teshima Bijutsukan. Like the dome, and then you like go in from like the side of the dome, and then you go in, and it's like opens up into this big space. And I think it's so cool that a space like that can look kind of like a low ceiling or like smaller from the outside, but once you go in, it actually feels larger than it looks. Yeah, I just think it's super cool, and I would love to experience it for myself. They also have a cafe and shop, and I want to go there. I want to get something. But yeah. And the last one, I actually would not have been able to go when I went last year because it wasn't even open last year, but there's a new art museum, the Naoshima New Museum of Art, very fitting name. I believe this is also designed by Tadao Ando. Yeah, it is. I've seen a couple people post about it on Instagram and TikTok, and it seems like there's some kind of exhibition with like a bunch of realistic wolf sculptures or like some kind of coyote or something, and there's just like a ton of these coyotes or wolves, like herds of them, and it looks like they're like floating. Like it reminds me of like Santa's deer and stuff, the way that they're floating upwards, kind of. They're not actually moving, but there's just like so many of them. It's like a wave of coyotes going up and down and stuff like that, and they're all in different poses, and they have like different facial expressions and stuff like that. As a sculpture student, I don't know, I just really want to see that in person. So yeah, those are the places that I did not actually go to, but I would have liked to go to / are on my list for next time. So anyway, yeah, I hope you liked this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this or travel vlogs in the future. I'll definitely make more of them, even if you don't, so just do it for the fun of it. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye! It definitely tastes better with the BB sparkling vitamin thing. Let me know if you like my little mic setup today. I didn't address it at the beginning of this video, but Mr. Smisky is here. I have to either get a new wire to charge him with or get new batteries, because I don't think I have the one that he needs. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video.